Okay, so generally speaking, present value and future value, the difference is the interest that you're getting in the middle. So the example we went over, let's assume that you have principal amount right now. You want to invest in, for example, you open up a certificate deposit, you deposit in $10,000 now. Assuming that you're getting 6% of the interest every single year, after 5 years or 6 years, perhaps the value becomes $13,383. So that is the value that you're receiving after the certificate deposit. You release your money, and you're getting the $13,383. The differences between the present value and that future value is the interest that you're getting in the middle. Okay, so another way to look at this is that, let's say 5 years from now, you're receiving this future value. You may want to know what is the value of that money as of now, as of today. So then again, that difference is the interest that you earned in the middle of the years. So that money, if you deposit in something, you choose an investment options, just leave it as it is. It generates money as time goes by. This is the idea of interest, and that makes the difference of present value and future value. Okay, let's take a look at, if you have your book, appendix, anybody has your textbook right now? Appendix B, you'll be using this, and make sure on Friday you bring your book. So it's quicker, you can refer to the table, some of the annuity factors, present value factor, future value factor. It's important to, basically it's this table. So we'll be looking at different time periods, different percentages. What is the present value factor that we need to use to multiply the amount to calculate present value of the investments? So for example, again, going back to that $10,000, if you invest right now $10,000 in the CDs account for 5 years, and assuming you're getting 6% of interest, to calculate that future value of the $10,000, you'll be referring to this table 5 periods, 5 years, and then the interest rate 6%. This will be the number you use to multiply that $10,000 to get the future value of that investment. Well, you multiply that number by 10,000. If it's 20, multiply by 20,000. Okay, so the table there gives you the basically $1 of investments number that you need to multiply by. Okay, so whatever the investment, if it's 20, then you use $20,000, multiply this factor here. Yes, definitely. You don't have to memorize these, of course not. Okay, so these will be given to you. It's just easier if you have the table with you when you do the exercise. Okay, so if I tell you this $10,000, you do an investment for 4 years, and the interest rate is 3%, then you'll be using this 3% multiplied by 1.12 to get the future value. Okay, so this is a lump sum investment, assuming that you just put in the money as of now. You don't have additional money going into that account. Putting in the money once, and then that's the end. After 5 years, you're getting this dollar amount. And what if you're investing money constantly into an account? So if you're investing money constantly into the account, this is the idea of annuity. So if every single year you invest in $2,000 to the account, $2,000 to the account, you refer to the annuity table, which looks a little different. Okay, basically every single year you're getting $2,000 increase in the account. It's not like the $10,000 you invested in day one and then you collect it after 5 years. So this part here, after first year, you have 2,000. After second year, you have 2,000 plus 2,000 multiply 6% of interest. After the third year, you have 2,000 plus 2,000 multiply 6%, and then you multiply the whole thing by 6% again. Okay, so the table you're referring to here, after 5 years, again, 6% of interest, you use this to calculate the future value. So basically the table gives you a shortcut. You don't have to worry about how many years there is and use the 2,000 multiply 6%, then multiply 6% again and again. Just refer to this table. It's just a one-step process. You use this ratio here, multiply by the investment, $2,000, if it's an annual investment that occurs every single year. And you refer to the annuity table. Okay, so when you go back today, look back at the appendix. There's 4 tables there. present value, future value, lump sum investment, annuity investment. Try to kind of play around with it. You can do a little bit of investment analysis your own. If you deposit $1,000, assuming bank interest is 2%, you deposit it for 3 years, every single year, how much are you getting at the end? This is compound interest, yes.